Hello, how you doing? I wanted to make a video from a different location than I usually do. And this is one of the train stations that I use in Japan quite a bit. Yakuin Eki. So I'm going to do a Bhagavad Gita course pretty soon, and I just wrote something that explains a little bit about the course. So let me read it to you. Why should you learn the Gita? Well, one, if you want to understand Vedic culture, but you realize that studying the Vedas is an impossibly big and difficult ambition, then you should study the Gita. Because Vyāsa wrote it especially to condense all the Veda, Upaniṣads and Purāṇas into a bite-sized, easy-to-digest cookie. So now the train's here. So it's going to make a lot of noise as it comes past. Let's watch it. That train is a regular train. Stops at every stop. And you can tell that because it's got the white letters at the top. The ones that have green letters at the top, they only stop at the express stops. Okay, now let's get back to this. There's another reason why you should learn the Gita. Another reason is, if you want to understand yoga, and you know that yoga must be more than just stretching and breathing, but you also want to know what all this stretching and breathing is all about, then you should study the Gita. Because the Gita succinctly teaches the essence of karma yoga, which is the yoga of action, jñāna-yoga, the yoga of consciousness, and that's where it includes all the breathing and stretching, as well as all the mind stretching philosophy from the Upaniṣads. And it also teaches the bhakti-yoga, which seems to be the most popular new trend in modern yoga, and also, unfortunately, is the most dramatically misunderstood and poorly imitated apex of all Vedic yogas. And not only does the Bhagavad Gita teach you all these different yogas, blah, 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 but actually the whole purpose of it is to show you how they're all integrated into one whole. I seem to be getting one done per train. So all these people are in here wondering, what's this foreigner doing at the end of the station? I hope he's not planting a bomb. Okay, so now, here's one more reason why you would want to study the Gita. If you want to understand all important perennial topics like karma, happiness, suffering, the nature of reality, the purpose of life, and the core of who you really are, then study the Gita. See, these are all the topics that I do in my interviews, right? Well, it's so interesting to hear everybody's viewpoints on these topics. So imagine how interesting it would be to hear the viewpoint of the person who's supposed to be the supreme conscious entity, Sri Krishna, presented by Vyāsa, the world's greatest narrator, editor, and poet. So if you really want to hear some amazing answers to these important questions, study the Gita. Now, how about studying it with me? If you study the Gita with me, you'll learn it through a genuine, authentic parampara lineage. Specifically, the Gadadhar Parivar of Rupa-Anuga Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. So, with me, you'll be getting a truly authentic, indigenous, native presentation. You know, I may not look native, but I have my diksha and shiksha in an authentic parampara. So, now you're probably thinking, oh no, that means it's going to be like a fundamentalist something. No, don't think that parampara tradition means old-fashioned, outdated, bull-headed, fanatical, or dogmatic. It doesn't mean that in the least. Real parampara, which is what I'll be teaching you, brings out the vivid life and relevance of the original text without distorting or compromising its original meaning in the slightest. So now I know what you want to know. You want to know when and how. It's going to be 18 online class sessions. We'll be doing them every week, starting Sunday, July 9th, from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. and that is Pacific time. So each class session, of course, I wait for the train. This guy's looking at me. See how many people look at me. There's one. Nobody. Going unnoticed. There wasn't really that many people on that train. Okay, so there's going to be 18 sessions. The class includes these online sessions, which are recorded for review, or if you miss class. And then it also includes question and answer discussion via group email with me. And it also includes homework questions that I'll check and comment on. It includes the class notes, which are really kind of beautiful. And it includes the textbook, the PDF format of the textbook, which is a simple Gita, my translation of Bhagavad Gita. The tuition is $220 for these 18 sessions. If that's too much, adjustments might be possible, so let me know. Now, I'm going to have 9 students maximum, because you've got to be able to keep the teacher-student ratio to a reasonable level. And this class is already filling up. There's a few seats left, so if you want to do this, which I know you do, then contact me ASAP. My email is victicara@gmail.com. I'll put a link to it below. So contact me, tell me that you want to reserve the seat. I'll send you a link for the tuition, etc. And set you up. And then we'll get on with this. All right. Now I'm going to catch my next train and get to my next class. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this from the heart of Japan.